All right, this is episode 1 of, I guess, like a visual diary on running a creative agency and building out a personal brand all at the same time. And I figure this is probably the best month to start because it's, getting to the end of Q4 and Black Friday is very, very close. So I thought this would be a cool chance to go through what we're doing with the clients, what like a week in that life kind of looks like with the meetings, the shoots, the strategies, the editing, everything. And kind of everything that happens in between, especially with me trying to build my personal brand. For those of you who maybe haven't seen the other weekly videos that come out every Sunday, which is like me building in public, it's just very like raw and kind of honest. I'm trying to hit 10,000 followers on either Instagram, TikTok or YouTube in the next 3 months. So there's going to be a part of this video that's going to be going through my strategies behind that, what I'm going to try to do, and yeah, so I think let's start with just talking about Black Friday and go from there. So a big part of what we do at Stay A While, which is the company I run, is we do content, but only for paid media, so YouTube, Google, or Facebook. And part of that is obviously coming up to Black Friday, and these creatives have to have some cut through. For those of you who maybe are like new to the game or trying to figure out this market and in this current time period, it is the most expensive time to run any paid media because everyone is flooding it with their own stuff. So you'll probably notice that like there's some brands that start either like earlier in the month or never really later, and they try to basically have these smaller micro sales throughout the month in hopes that they can have a greater return on investment in the smaller windows, because most people aren't trying to buy for that same space versus the actual Black Friday sale itself. So one of the creatives that we've built is for a brand called Velocity Activewear. They're running a 30% off for 30 minutes a week and a bit before Black Friday goes on, and we wanted to really figure out what ad would have some cut through and be quite fun. So we went down the news reporter route, and I'll kind of just quickly show you. So what we have here, this is one of the assets that we have delivered. So
this is not a drill. With just 12 hours to go, thousands have begun flocking to the Velocity website, preparing their carts and gathering their wish lists. Every item is set to be discounted.
Yeah, so you kind of get the idea of that. So that kind of stuff for us is really important to have cut through with Black Friday. Standing out, being different. I think there's never a better time to try more creative angles than Black Friday. So what we're gonna do for the rest of today, which is Monday the 11th, is we have to book in and schedule the rest of the meetings and the shoots that are gonna be coming for the month. And that includes models, UGC creators, everything like that. So not so much today, but in the rest of the week there's gonna be more. But yeah, I haven't figured out a structure for this yet, so bear with me. All right, so that is the gym done. The early wake-ups don't normally happen, to be fully honest. Don't want to set that expectation, but we have a big day today with a few meetings. The first one we're about to jump on now is with a client. She is currently over in Queensland doing a pop-up for her brand, and we're going to be running through some Black Friday stuff. So I'm going to record a bit of that in the hopes that you can learn something from it. From then, we're going to go straight to a meeting in person with a client, breaking down their 3 different content pillars. And again, I'll take you along the road for that. And the rest of the day is planning, scheduling, and booking models, talent, location for the coming months. And again, you'll be there as well. So let's go. Well, look, let's go through the Black Friday stuff because that's a bit more exciting.
Yeah. Good.
So really just building that scarcity around the offer itself. But when it comes to the actual sales itself, so when we switch to the sales objective on Black Friday, we will probably increase to around, while that's happening, we'll also have a UGC creator in Perth that's going to be creating an ad for Black Friday as well.
Lovely. See you, Tom.
See you guys.
I need to finish my coffee.
Yes, go on.
Big day.
Big day. It's Wednesday. So we are, so it's Wednesday and we have a call in about 30 minutes with a local swimwear brand. We have been mentoring them on the side to really help them really conquer it this summer season in Australia, going through everything from ad campaign structures, content they need to convert. They have an upcoming campaign they're shooting independently in Bali. So we're just going to go through some content ideas, make sure they're like fully prepared. Because obviously once you come back home, you don't want to be like, should have shot that. So again, we'll sit down outside. It's like a beautiful day today. So get some sun, get some fresh air, smash out the call. We then have to go pick up a product from a UGC creator. And look, I could lie and say like we have people that go and do all the deliveries, but at this stage I keep any contract work for high level tasks that actually make an impact in the business, like editing or shooting, admin, and these kind of like mundane tasks like picking up packages. That still is something I'm happy to absolve as a founder, even as someone who's doing, objectively quite well in the agency space. It's the benefit of having incredible relationships with UGC creators and seeing them regularly, and it's invaluable. And especially during periods like Black Friday, the relationships become so much more important because they're getting slammed with clients who want them to create amazing work. And so the better the relationship, the better the creator, the better the results. And yeah, at Stay a While, we have a pretty robust UGC network of creators, and definitely not the biggest in Australia, but probably, if I'm honest, the most curated, in the sense of it's really small, but everyone has worked with me with almost all of my clients because of how well they do. So maybe in a later video, I'll go through like the UGC structure and pipeline and how we create content. But for now, we're going to caffeinate, sit down and get into it. Micrology coffee beans. I mean, Micrology is just the brand. They're the roasters. They're in Perth. They're in Osborne Park. If anyone is in Perth, you should go and check them out. I'm a huge coffee snob, as you can kind of tell from the bootleg machine. And yeah, I had a background in hospitality for anyone who's interested. That's why I love people so much. But yeah, this coffee is gonna save my life or my energy, or it's gonna give me a raging heart attack before I'm 40, but who cares? I used to dream of having like a backyard like this that I could own, and I do. It's like a mortgaged house, but this company, this business allows me to like live in a suburb that I love with my partner who I love, and we have a beautiful cat, and I think that gives me so much drive, so much ambition, and because I'm no one's taking this away from me. So I'll work as hard as I need to fucking work to get this done and get this to a place where I never have to think about it ever again. Your ability to eat shit is directly in proportion with how much you will succeed. If you don't like tough times, don't play this game. I just say that because I'm sat out here. It's a beautiful day, sun's out, my garden's alive. I've maintained the grass, and you got to be grateful for these things. They keep you going, keep you one step in front of the next. And I'm really looking forward to seeing not only how much Stay a While improves, but how much the second business amplifies my ability to deliver a great service, but also a great life to the people I care about. So anyway, quickly gonna do a few notes before we jump on the call, and then we'll get into it.
How are you?
I'm good. How you doing?
I'm good. I've just been stressed. Have you seen all the flights to Bali have been cancelled and stuff?
No, what's happening in Bali?
Oh, there's like a volcano eruption.
Oh my God.
So that when I'm shooting like one model, she can be doing content with the other model.
Yeah.
And I'm going to do that one that you kind of said where you like ask the models questions.
Yeah, super playful, easy to do.
Yeah.
When I'm thinking about content when you're away, and
Yeah.
you're obviously like, there's already so many variables in place that make it very complicated. You want essentially content that can be repurposed for like multiple reasons. So I think even just having a list of like key shots, meaning like detail shots, bikini hanging off like hooks in a bathroom, silhouettes of models, model shadows with like bikini outlines,
Yeah.
Just having a list of key shots that you know that when it comes time to actually be like, okay, let's pull it all together, you at least have those key shots, because it's unrealistic to be like, hey, I'm shooting the campaign and I also need to come up with BTS ideas and I need to come up with Reels ideas. At some point, the quality will drop with one of them. And I think it's probably more important to focus on the campaign images and how they turn out, because that'll be really what drives the product quite a lot, especially with like the website side of things. We'd run that for about a week and a half and try to get as many emails as we can. That'll give us a really good indication as well of people that are actually interested. It also, one, will allow us to start building like an email list in the background. So that's a big one. If you can get them to me by the end of today, I will have that live by today. All the brands that I've worked with this year, I've told them, fuck that.
Yeah.
Just make it easy for the customer to buy.
Yeah.
All right, so we're back from picking up some of the UGC products, managed to get a quick haircut, and we're just smashing some yogurt, berries, and all the good stuff. And we're about to call a few different businesses in Perth that have supplies for what we need for an upcoming shoot. And yeah, so we're gonna smash out those phone calls, figure out pricing, quotes, whether we can get it delivered or have to go pick it up. Either way, it doesn't really matter. Once that's secured, we'll be able to like really confirm and lock in these ideas and concepts, which is really cool. One of them requires building a custom limestone pillar. I can't go into detail about that shoot yet because it's not even happened and it's over a month away, but that will all be shot and released. But I'm really excited for that campaign to come out. But yeah, that's a bit of a tough one to find, to be fully honest. But that's my problem, not my clients. So for the very last few parts of today, it's going to be all the calling, booking, confirming, and pretty much we'll start tomorrow, I'm assuming, with a shoot. But I think this is where I'm going to end this new video. I feel like this is like a good little window into what like the start of the week can look like. And my hope is now that if I air this today, which is Wednesday, I'll try to shoot Wednesday to Wednesdays. So then that gives you like the back end of my weeks, weekends, and the start of a week. It's still a full week, but allows me to still keep up the cadence of posting twice a week. So look, if this is something you've enjoyed watching and seeing, pardon me, please let me know down below. I've really enjoyed trying to capture more of my daily life. Man, this berry's really ruined me. But I'm not cutting it, we're keeping it raw. Thank you for watching. And the next video will have a lot more in terms of shooting and everything like that. So follow along if you want to see what that looks like. And yeah, don't let them win.